Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
It's your boy Nam.
And it's episode 59. We got a special guest today. And before we introduce our guest, how you guys doing today?
Man, always doing lovely. How about you, Nam?
I'm good, bro. Always good.
You good?
I thought you had a quote of the day.
Yeah.
Nah, not today, man.
How's the free agency, how's that affecting y'all?
It's a frenzy, as they say.
It's almost Dame time.
Yeah.
It's almost
Dame time.
Remember I said what he would look like in Miami? I put that in the chat. I was like, what it would look like.
But before we get into all that, we got a special guest in the building. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's happening? It's Killa TV from Best Conversations Podcast. What's happening?
How you doing today?
Man, I'm blessed. Back in G-Borough. Spent a lot of time in G-Borough in my day. So anytime I get to come back to G-Borough, it's all love. Talk some sports, man. And I'm a fan of y'all guys, man. I ran into you guys' podcast through Brody. We was both trapping out of Press Play Studios, and I liked y'all guys, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna follow these guys, and man, we made this happen. So yeah, thanks for having me.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Appreciate the support, man.
But it's not about us today. It's about you. You ready to talk sports?
Let's do it.
Now, the first question that we ask all our guests: Are you ready?
Let's get it. I'm here, man. I'm here.
In your opinion, in basketball, who is the GOAT and why?
Okay, I was born in 1985, so I only rock with. I can only go by people that I've seen play. But like I said, I was born in 1985, so I never seen Magic. In 90, and so I'm a 90s kid, so of course, Jordan's my GOAT.
Okay.
Me and LeBron is the same age. We're both 38, so that's my guy too.
Okay.
But when I seen Jordan hit the shot over Russell when I was a kid and watching that, seeing that and live, I was like, yo, that's the greatest. Like, what's better than that? I'm only mad that he didn't leave on that. Like, yo, this has been like the last pose you ever seen of Jordan. Just,
yeah,
he should have left after that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So the GOAT is definitely Jordan. But my favorite player, personally, my personal favorite player is Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett? Okay.
Yeah.
I can rock with that.
That's solid.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
That's solid.
That's fair. I can't even be mad at that.
I think
because you actually seen him.
Yeah.
Same as well as him. He's actually seen him.
He's seen him.
Our knock is if you didn't see him, how do you just throw somebody?
Right. Y'all didn't see Jordan play?
Nah.
I'm 91.
I'm 88.
Word?
Yeah.
You didn't see? How you didn't see Jordan?
I saw the tail end of Jordan.
Tail end.
At least the 98 season.
Yeah. I saw that.
A little bit.
Tail end. But I watched LeBron in totality, and it's like
LeBron and Kobe. I watched pretty much their whole career.
Word.
The mystique of Jordan, the early mid 90s.
Jordan's first championship, I was like 3 years old.
In 91, beat the Lakers.
Yeah. So I'll be lying if I sat up here and say just like how you explained it. But the way you explained it,
it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
You seen and you understood.
Yeah.
Like what you were watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's different between if I see something and I don't understand what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. That whole sequence, and I'm pretty sure y'all guys have seen it on YouTube. If y'all didn't seen it live, like that whole that Utah Bulls game, they was just going back and forth, and then just the way Jordan just hit him at the end with the, you know what I mean, the little push off. It was just
push off and the pose, and then he just walked out. It was just like,
Man,
I get it.
That's a victory lap right there.
Jordan was the greatest player.
Actually, to correct you, he was already falling. It just looked like
it was a push off.
It wasn't
a
push off. If you look at it, he had already slipped, and then
okay, his momentum was going, and he helped him.
Yeah,
he helped the 225 pound
whatever
man.
whatever the case may be.
Anyway,
you know what I'm saying?
The momentum was there.
I'm just correcting the visual. You know,
but but like you said, that the way you explained it was perfect. You know, I got some guys that's younger than me, you know, trying to argue with me about something that they ain't never seen before. You know what I mean? I seen, and the thing with LeBron is, I was a LeBron, like Melo was my favorite player.
Right.
So I was anti-LeBron until his first season back with Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a LeBron hater.
Gotcha.
I was just like everybody else on the internet doing all that.
Yeah.
I first heard of LeBron. LeBron was a legend before I even seen him play.
Right.
Because my freshman year in high school, he was a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard of LeBron before I seen him play.
Right.
Guys on the varsity was talking about this guy named LeBron. Then when I seen him play, I'm like, I mean, come on. He's playing against dudes that's 5'9", 6 feet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
His first couple of years in the league, you know, I couldn't even say much. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Jordan was the best player I've ever seen until I seen LeBron.
Mm. Right.
And this is not a knock on Jordan, but I seen LeBron do things that Michael Jordan couldn't do. Plain and simple.
You're not going to ask him to elaborate?
Yeah, I mean,
listen, you talk about.
I like to know those things.
Okay, so you talk about Scottie Pippen was he was asked to do all the dirty work, right? Rebound, defend, assist, all that stuff.
Are we talking? I thought we were talking about LeBron and.
Can I get to it? Listen.
Oh, okay.
So Scottie Pippen was asked to do all the dirty work. Jordan was primary, scorer.
mm-hmm.
You asking a guy to try to be Magic, try to rebound, play defense, score. And his mind is you talking about a guy that didn't go to college. You tell me the Hall of Fame coaches that he played up under, and his IQ from high school to now, we've never seen nothing like that.
But T,
hold on, before you get to that, because I'm still waiting to hear what you just said. You said that you seen LeBron do stuff that Michael Jordan could not do. I still didn't hear that. IQ is not telling me that.
No, he said you're asking a guy to be Magic, score, defend, do all these things. That's what you're asking of him.
Jordan,
all you're asking is just to score. That's what you're
right. Yet he led in steals 3 years. So that's not playing defense.
Yeah, I mean when you got Jeff Hornacek and stuff like that. Reggie Miller.
Okay, go ahead, bro. I still haven't heard what is it he couldn't do.
But 6 and 9 years is crazy.
6 and 15 years.
But I'm just talking about that stretch in the 90s.
And that's another reason why I can't say
he played
Jordan,
15
He played 15 years. And
what about the other 9 that we don't talk
nobody
about?
talks about. Look, he went on. He deleted his record.
We just talk about his Instagram reel.
No, we don't.
Nobody talks about.
It's the best of the best that we talk about. You
go ahead and get
cream of the crop.
Get the first years out, just like LeBron had. Get the first years out. We already know that. Now we're talking about from championship on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all we talk about.
Yeah, that's
we're talking about both guys.
But nobody talks about his. Jordan is the only player that I've ever heard. Anytime you have a legit argument against Jordan, and it's not even to knock Jordan, it's a fact. They moved the goalposts. How dare you say anything about Jordan? Jordan's record is unscathed.
You would have thought he just played 6 years in the league and won 6 rings.
If you didn't know nothing about basketball and you heard a bunch of guys arguing about Jordan, you would have thought he played 6 years in the league and that was it.
6 for 6.
You would have never heard anything.
Finals and won 6 of them. Never had a game 7. It's over.
You hear about LeBron. You hear more about the negative than the positive.
Absolutely.
Same thing with Kobe. And when they argue against Kobe,
but why is Kobe so? Why does Kobe get overlooked though?
That's why I ask every time.
So let me ask you this. And there's only one thing that Kobe has over Tim Duncan. How is Kobe overlooked, but Tim Duncan is not? Duncan has
because I think me personally because arguably that Tim Duncan is like the greatest power forward of all time. Kobe is the second greatest shooting guard of all time.
But that's what I'm saying. How is Kobe overlooked as being the second best of his position, and Tim Duncan is not even in the conversation? He's the best of his position. Tim Duncan has more Finals MVPs, more regular season MVPs. He didn't, outside of his the last two. Tim Duncan was the primary guy for a long period of time.
Yeah. I mean, some could argue that Tim Duncan had a better career.
Yeah,
some could.
Outside of scoring, Kobe got that hands down. But if you look at everything else, more defensive. You know, what he was he a defense? No, I don't think he was a defensive player yet. But you know, like I said, and this is not a knock, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate putting people against each other. To me, honestly, they all great in their respect. But it's like when you can say something negative about when it comes to Jordan. You can't touch that.
Yeah, they're both great. It's just the way when people debate it, they make the margin so wide.
Yeah,
and it's like it's not that wide.
So you think that LeBron and Jordan is not that far apart?
It's 1A, 1B.
Well, yeah,
it's not that wide.
Wow.
Because if you look at the talent level, and for him to get 4 rings in this pool of talent, as opposed to Jordan's pool of talent,
I feel like
Reggie Miller is the best 2 guard he played back then, right?
Reggie and Clyde,
right?
Yeah, that's been a new argument.
Today,
like
Reggie
they
Miller,
like, yo, who did Jordan play against?
2 guard today, Reggie Miller compared to a Clay. That margin is not that far.
Or let's put it like this.
Reggie and Clay like the same guy, except for Reggie didn't play defense as good as Clay does.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
That margin isn't that far. If you're saying that is the best that he played.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it like this.
Imagine how many Clays LeBron sees every night.
Think about it like this.
Ain't too many Clays.
Everybody that beat LeBron.
Book ain't got shit on Clay. Book can just score his ass off.
That's a 2 guard.
Yeah.
That he has to defend. Who can put up 30 points in a quarter like Clay? He put up 70.
And now it sounds
that's my point.
It sounds like I'm hating on LeBron, but LeBron is my guy. Like, we same age.
Again,
like, that's my guy. But to me, I'm just Jordan, and Jordan is the GOAT.
The problem lies that they're trying to class generations. And that's the problem with today here. You're trying to class a generation with another generation, and you're trying to diminish another person from what they played against. Nobody's diminishing who LeBron played against. Nobody's doing it who Magic played against or who Michael played against.
We diminished the bubble.
I was about to say.
Ain't nobody diminishing the bubble. You talking about people. You talking about people.
Oh, it was the bubble. We can't count that.
But nobody said it on this panel though.
As if they were playing Madden over there.
Nobody said it on this panel.
LeBron is the only person in NBA history that they question every single championship he had.
Nobody on this panel did that.
No, but we're talking in general. His first championship, he was saved by who? No, the first championship, it was the Baby Thunder. So his second championship, it was Ray Allen saved him. His third championship, Draymond Green got suspended. His fourth championship, it was the bubble.
Kyrie, no, remember you gotta say Kyrie.
Oh, it was Kyrie. It was a Kyrie shot. They never gave LeBron any credit for his championships. That's all you see in any arguments about LeBron.
Coming back from 3-1 was hands down the greatest finals I ever witnessed. Coming back from 3-1 was so impressive to me. I don't think there's been a finals that can even match that vibe, that temperature. That was just so crazy to see, man. I don't know if we can get back to that type of basketball anytime soon, because that was just a whole vibe right there, man. Yep. That was crazy. We definitely can't diminish anything King James have done. Will I say, have he left some chicken on the bone?
Absolutely.
He definitely have left some chicken on the bone. Like, he definitely should probably have 7, maybe 6 rings, 6, 7 rings. No reason you should have lost to the Spurs. The first time, yes, definitely. You were just happy to get through fucking Detroit.
Yeah.
Like cause Detroit was beating y'all up. But that one time y'all lost to the Spurs, I should have never lost that.
Second one.
And then losing to the Mavericks.
Dallas.
That was the
Absolutely.
most like I didn't even know who he was. I was like, LeBron, why you just standing over there in the corner? Go get active.
Yeah.
Get active, my boy.
I agree.
That between the Dallas one, the Spurs, you talking about a team that in the span of 9 years, it was them and the Lakers going to the finals. So it's not like he lost against a cupcake. Dallas had the greatest run of all time. You beat the defending champ Lakers, you beat the Thunder, you beat Memphis, and then you beat the Heat.
I think they need to test Jason Terry for like steroids or something, because he was like between him and Barea.
Yeah.
Like what? Them little dudes was on some other stuff. Like
so,
it was going so crazy in that finals, man. That was like how's he doing this?
But yeah, see, LeBron has flaws just like everybody else. My thing is, how's everybody else got flaws and Jordan don't? That's my only argument.
See, the thing is, I didn't see Jordan when he was getting tore up in the 80s.
Yeah.
I missed that. Like when he was getting killed by the Pistons.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Pistons and Bird.
Yeah.
He never beat Bird.
Never beat Bird.
First time I seen him winning one was when he beat Charles Barkley. And you know what I mean? And so I'm in the 90s. I'm in elementary school. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm like everybody else. I want to be like Mike.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's right. He had cool sneakers and stuff like that. But so who's your favorite team in ball?
Oh man. So little backstory. I was born in Brooklyn and I was raised in the Carolinas. So it's Knicks and Hornets.
Okay.
Not the Nets.
Not the Nets. I remember when they was in Jersey.
Yeah.
So more Hornets than Knicks.
Okay.
More Hornets than Knicks, man. I guess because I actually go to the Hornets game.
Yeah.
In the Carolinas. But yeah, Hornets and Knicks. I watched the Knicks just like hurt my heart in the 90s so bad. Yeah. Man, it's just. But I've watched the Hornets never even get close.
Yeah.
So,
but they had a good squad in the 90s though.
Yeah.
You know, Morning and Grandmama.
Yeah.
They had
Even the later years with like Baron Davis.
Yeah.
And
David Wesley.
David Wesley.
Yeah.
David Wesley.
Kendall Gill and them.
Kendall Gill. Mm-hmm. Even the Glenn Rice days.
Yeah.
Glenn Rice. Curry and all them guys.
So what you think about the squad now?
The squad now. I'm a big 2K guy, man. I'm a big 2K guy. If I'm playing 2K, this is what I'm doing. When I'm playing 2K, this is how I'm starting off. I get rid of Gordon Hayward off rip. Mm-hmm. 30 million for that. We don't need you. Like if I'm paying you 30 million, you got to be a dog. You got to be my starting scorer. You know what I mean? You got to be lead the team in scoring. So Gordon Hayward, he has to go. I like Gordon, but I'm paying you just way too much. I love Terry Rozier. To me personally, he's probably on the bubble as a player that can definitely probably go. I like Miles Bridges a lot. I love LaMelo a lot. And I'm a Carolina guy, Carolina Tar Heels. But I do like...
Shout out.
But I do like, what's the guy named? Mark Williams? Mark Williams from Duke.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know you're talking about the big man.
Duke.
Where?
Oh man.
Yeah, he a Dookie.
I'm one of them.
He probably didn't recognize that.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, he a Dookie. Duke energy.
Yeah, man. But we definitely
Duke power.
We was talking off mics. We was talking offline, and you was saying that we should go to the playoffs. I think we should definitely be in probably no lower than like the 5th seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no lower than the 5th seed.
Now with the bubble or the play-in, actually, you got up to the 10 seed to
10 seed, yeah.
Right.
I think they will be well in that range.
Well,
provided health, like he said earlier.
Too. But we didn't even get that close last year. But everybody was hurt.
Well, Melo you were doing good before he got hurt. That's why I was like, he's going to be a major factor as far as injuries.
Speaking of Melo, he got the bag, yo.
He did. The bag.
Yo, Melo, let me hold something, man. Hey, everybody getting the bag now.
Yeah, he been vouching for you Ball brothers for a long time.
Yes, sir.
His dad looking like the genius, the GOAT, everything.
But he said it, though.
Called it.
All three.
Listen, only thing is Lonzo can't catch a break. I hope he gets better, man, because the Bulls have not been the same since he got injured.
Man.
They were second in the East.
I agree.
Before he got injured.
I agree.
He got injured. They struggling now.
But I don't know. The first 2 weeks. Come on, man.
I don't know if
he's a Lonzo hater. He's a Lonzo hater.
No, right there.
Yeah, he's a Lonzo hater. He's a Lonzo.
To put some context. The first 2 weeks, they were.
They was 33 and something, bro. That's like 50-something games. They didn't
win 30 games in 2 weeks. It was the first 2 weeks, bro.
Okay. Listen. Anyway, the bottom line is they haven't looked the same since he got injured.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to look the same, man. I don't know if he's gonna be able to play.
Man, it sucks, man, because injuries is a part of the game, and a lot of careers have been derailed because of injuries. So, damn.
Yeah, it definitely sucks for him, man, because, came in, changed his shot. He started looking like a real reliable point guard.
Yes.
And I respect both of them, man. They're definitely some great hoopers, man. Their dad is definitely looking like a genius.
His court vision is stupid, vision. Man.
Yeah, and I'm a super fan of tall point guards. I love tall point guards. Give me a tall point guard and let him lead my team. Like, I used to, back to playing 2K, I used to always make that trade for Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
Go get me Sean Livingston. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For any of you young people, Sean Livingston, prior to the injuries, was a problem. He was athletic.
Didn't he just leave the office now from Golden State? He was in the front office.
Oh, he's still in the front office.
Yeah. He's still there?
Still in the front office. Okay. He just did all the smoke. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Football.
Quick question. So you're a Jordan fan.
Correct.
And you like the Hornets.
Yeah.
Jordan just sold the Hornets. What do you think the future of the Hornets is?
Great move. I can only go by what he's shown me, and he's shown me that he's not a good GM. He's a good he's the owner, but he's not putting people in place to do their job. He's not getting the right people. Mitch Kupchak, I think, is the GM.
That's former Lakers, right?
Former Laker,
Former Laker.
They got rid of his ass.
Yeah.
And Jordan said, "Come on down." Same thing with Steve Clifford.
It was probably more of a business move, though.
Right. But Steve Clifford, y'all fired him,
and then bring him back. Wildest shit I ever seen.
No young blood, no nothing. Like, come on, you got a young team. No disrespect to Steve Clifford, but bring some young blood in there.
Some young energy. Yeah. Bring some young energy in there to vibe with Melo. But yeah, bringing Steve Clifford back I was not a fan of that at all. Having Jordan still as a minority owner, is good because that's the heartbeat of Charlotte, the heartbeat of North Carolina. I still like Jordan to be around basketball operations, but hopefully
just in the shadow.
Just in the shadow, absolutely, right. Just in the shadow. But with this new ownership group coming in, I keep hearing like J. Cole is part of the ownership group, but I don't know if that's confirmed. But hopefully those guys will come in and we can really make a big mark in Charlotte. And one day, man, I want to go to a parade in Charlotte, bro.
Yeah,
some money.
Go to a parade in Charlotte.
Spend some money the right way.
Absolutely.
Attract some markets, some key name players.
Absolutely.
Make some playoff runs.
We probably got the Flyers jerseys in the league, like know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Real quick, you like football?
I do. I'm a big football guy. I ain't trying to make y'all show all political and stuff, but the Kaepernick thing kind of messed me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Where I wasn't rooting for where I had to stop rooting for the Cowboys because I was just like Jerry Jones kind of pissed me off the way he kind of did the whole
well,
Kaepernick
that
thing.
shouldn't have nothing to do with
Yeah,
Kaepernick.
yeah,
You should not have been rooting them anyway.
Grew up in the 90s, my brother. Grew up in the 90s.
Hey, I mean, I understand,
So-
but
so-
I
so
ain't
you-
rooting for them.
You seen the glory,
Yeah, I seen the glory. I seen.
and you're hoping for it.
Yeah, grew up in the glory. So I just like Wale said, sue me. I'm just rooting for everybody that's black. So I just root for all the black
Great
players.
line too.
Respect.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with the football team. I'm just really just a fan of NFL in general. You know, I just follow the storylines and stuff like that. So I don't really have a particular team I root for. Just want to see those young brothers get paid and keep doing well.
Okay. Y'all got anything else?
Kind of stalled you there, didn't it?
Yeah, because that I mean that's
Tar
that,
Heels, real quick. What happened, man?
Wow,
Preseason.
I feel like I'm at work.
Preseason number 1. Then you skip the NIT. What's up? I mean, I'm asking a panel right here of the Tar Heel committee.
Man.
Who played in the championship last year?
It doesn't matter, y'all.
Who played? Who
That
played?
wasn't a question.
Who played in the championship last year?
I think
moving
it was
the goalposts.
Connecticut and somebody.
You moving the goalpost.
I'd rather not even make it just to make it to the second round and call it
Right.
quits. So
It was UConn in Florida or something.
yeah,
something.
I don't think I saw.
UConn in Kansas.
I
wasn't
didn't
it?
even watch the. I watched the girls' game, but I didn't watch the
Yeah,
men's.
yeah. I watched
Yeah,
the girls. I ain't
yeah.
watched the men.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah, y'all just gonna duck the question?
well, Duke was in the same position,
Yeah,
bro.
We wasn't preseason number 1.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
We
We
The same
both
team
lost.
that went to the national championship.
Preseason, we
We
talking
both
about
lost.
And
talking about
retaining
preseason.
everybody.
We talking about preseason.
Y'all retained everybody from the championship.
Nobody falls
and-
their preseason
and-
voting.
And dropped an egg.
Yeah, look,
the number one
that's
changes
what I'm
every
saying.
time.
They just guessing. They
Yeah,
just
that's
guessing.
all they doing.
Guessing.
But y'all had the same team that went to the national championship
Minus
the
one.
previous year.
Minus
Listen.
one.
Exactly. And
Minus
brought
one.
everything back.
Every other team changed
and,
though.
And dropped an egg.
Listen,
Man.
A hater gonna be a hater,
yeah,
bro. That's
we,
all
we,
you gonna
we
do.
not
you know
here
what I
for
mean?
that
We
today.
not here
Positivity
for
today.
Tar Heel slander, dog.
Positivity.
Positivity today. We ain't here for.
I'm not with none of that. I'm the devil's advocate today, bro.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of anyway,
None of that.
real quick, shout out your podcast.
Best Conversations podcast. You can, go get that wherever you get your podcast from. Man, I've been lucky enough to have some really great guests on there, from Big Tigger to Mad Skills, DJ Just. That's like Bow Wow DJ. He was
Back in the day.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Mad Skills.
Mad Skills.
Oh,
been
man.
on the podcast.
That's, yeah.
I've had if you're a fan of College Hill, the guy Willie.
Oh yeah, Willie.
He's been on the podcast.
Okay.
Tracy Lee. I don't know. Y'all a little young.
Oh yeah, I know Tracy Lee.
Y'all a
Yeah,
little
that's
young.
old.
Tra-
Right?
that's-
Yeah,
Tracy.
That's an old head thing.
yeah, yeah.
Tracy Lee. He's been on the podcast, and also we and G Burrow, B Dot from 102 Jams.
Okay.
Has been on the podcast, man. I've been fortunate to have some great guests on the podcast, and I'm really looking forward to having you guys
Oh,
on the
yeah,
Hey
podcast
man,
really
that's just a
soon.
blessing to even ask, yo.
yeah,
So
I mean, we
I got a
Do
lot
we-
of music questions for you, man.
we to be a
watching
part of that
every
list
show.
is crazy.
yeah, I mean,
But we're thankful to have you here. We bless all our guests with something, a gift, and I know you mentioned Charlotte, so we got something for you.
Hey,
Hold it up real quick. Hold it up.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
now
I see that.
you're officially a 9 to 5 sports guy.
They even got the Charlotte Hornets logo on here. Y'all
Yes,
see
sir.
that?
Yes, sir. Now you're official. Now official
I'm
tissue.
official, man.
So-
I'm official. Hey, before we go, man, did y'all hoop? Like, you look like a hooper. Like, who?
I mean,
y'all playing?
you know.
Y'all playing 21. Y'all three playing 21. Who wins?
Oh, that's not even a question.
Cooking them.
That's not even a question.
you know who didn't answer?
Anyway,
That's who.
that wraps up this episode. Shout out to my boy K. It's your boy T,
It's your man TJ.
It's your boy, no.
and we out.